Right, we're back. It's the Splatoon Raiders Direct. I said we'd be back for this. And yeah, here we are. I don't know what to expect from this, if I'm being honest. You remember right after the original Switch 2 Direct, and it was like 2 weeks later, and we got that Mario Kart World Direct, and everybody hated it because it didn't tell us anything new. It just took all the information from like the Direct, the website, the treehouse, and just kind of put it all in one place. So as a result, it was kind of disappointing. And I don't want to say it's considered one of the worst directs, but it definitely isn't considered a positive direct by any means. That's kind of what I feel like this is going to be. Because we've gotten a lot of information on this game through the various sources, the treehouse, behind the scenes stuff. Because it's only 15 minutes long, and then there's like a 30-minute treehouse. So I'm kind of expecting something similar. I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just exactly what we expect it to be. But we'll see, I guess. But I'm not exactly too excited. I don't actually have, see more specials, see more of maybe see a boss. Can I be honest? There's a part of me that was really hoping that this would have just been Splatoon 4. Like, I kind of would have much rather just had, hey, it's Splatoon 4, and what the Splatoon Raider, and instead of just doing another single-player campaign, like the previous 3 Splatoon games that are all kind of like Diet Mario sort of things that I do really enjoy. I do kind of wish this had been like hey, look at this. This is something completely different. This is a different single player campaign. I don't know, I've been playing a lot of Splatoon 3 recently, and I've been having a great time. It's a whole heck of a lot of fun. And there's a part of me that just kind of would have liked, I don't know, now let's move on to the next one. Because it feels like it's been enough time. But now we're probably going to have to wait another 2 or 3 years. Not that I'm not excited for this one. I am.
Hello! This is Squid Research Lab. We're a team of researchers studying these fascinating creatures that move through ink in swim form and fire it in humanoid form. We've been observing them
if you've
day
never
and
played
night,
Splatoon,
and today
they're
we'd like to share our
fantastic
latest
games.
findings.
Literally up there
This
with
report is about a
Mario's
particular
and
group that
Zelda's
spends
and
its days
Animal
hunting for
Crossings.
treasure across
Like,
a
there's a reason it
mysterious
became Nintendo's
archipelago.
Big Four. These games are so good.
This location, shrouded in fog, is the Spiralite Islands. A trio of swashbuckling musicians called Deep Cut heads there in search of treasure. But a sudden light forces them to make an emergency landing. Their pilot and the protagonist of this game.
I wonder if there's
is
going to be a
you,
demo.
The mechanic.
This isn't the type of game that needs a
Hired by
demo.
Deep Cut for being super
Most
handy.
Splatoon games
It
do,
seems
though,
the
do like a
mechanic
global
eventually
test
got roped
fire,
into treasure hunting
which is
too.
basically their demo.
The
Deep
treasure
Cut's
in
fun.
question is scattered across
They're
the
very much like a
Spiralite
Robin
Islands,
Hood style
and
character.
Deep Cut has its
They're a lot of
sights
fun.
set on it. As you can see, the terrain and environment vary from island to island. The exploration bot, piloted by a member of Deep Cut, can detect where the treasure is. But these islands are also home to aggressive creatures called salmonids. It appears they swarm around treasure and immediately go on the offensive if anyone gets too close.
Previously we've been invading their spawning ground.
So if you want the loot,
And
you
now
can't
we're
avoid
just
dealing
going
with the
straight to their
salmonids.
home base.
But if you can defeat them, the treasure is yours for the taking.
Yeah, there's a whole weird thing in the Splatoon lore where like
Fend off the
salmonids,
ferocious salmonids.
like they're
And you can get all
kind of
sorts of items
evil,
and
but
goodies.
not really.
That's
It's
treasure
more that
hunting
they're
in a
just kind of
nutshell.
trying to survive. And you're kind of invading them, but they're also kind
Now
of
let's
attacking
examine these
you.
salmonids more
But
closely.
we're also going into their territory.
They're all called salmonids,
But also
there
the
are lots of
apocalypse
different types.
happened.
Let's go over them.
It's weird.
First,
It's
lesser
weird and
salmonids.
very much sits in a
We've got
gray
ones
area.
with spoons, frying pans, and tongs. Ones that bounce on springs. And ones that get in your face
Some of these
and
enemies are brand new.
explode. As their name implies, lesser salmonids aren't much of a threat on their own, but they attack in hordes, which can be challenging.
They actually can be very scary. If I've learned anything
Next
from
up,
Salmon Run,
boss
if there's
salmonids.
enough of them,
They're a little
oh boy,
beefier
they
than their
outnumber you
lesser
fast. Even the
counterparts.
tiny ones. The tiny ones are
Take the
dangerous.
scrapper, for instance. It faces you head on, and its front is well protected. Keep using ink to stun it. Then circle around and take it down. That's the trick.
So yeah, so far
In addition,
this direct
the
is very
salty
much like,
tongue
hey,
is
you've never played a
super
Splatoon
sturdy
game
and
before?
deals lots of damage.
You know, you
The
never
salivator flies
had a
through the
Switch
air
and you only
creates
have a Switch too?
whirlwinds.
Well, here, let me explain it to you.
The smoker
That's new, though.
produces fumes to protect its
Making you go
allies,
up.
and more. We've discovered
Oh,
quite a few
is
of
it a
these boss
tube wheel?
salmonids.
That's interesting.
Oh, when you defeat a boss salmonid, they drop this big thing called a mega power egg. Power eggs obtained from salmonids serve as energy
God,
for
a
the
sprinkler
exploration bot to
salmonid
dig
sounds
treasure.
horrifying.
And apparently, each mega power egg is worth 100 regular power eggs.
So there's no golden power eggs.
Huh? The exploration bot started digging. Seems like it sensed some treasure buried underground.
So yeah, is it like a dungeon
What's
crawler?
that scary-looking thing?
Oh, that's
Oh,
new.
It's a type of seasoned salmonid.
Yeah, there's a lot of like salty
This one's the
salmonids.
minced scrapper. It's got sturdy
God, it
armor
really
and
is
comes
dungeon
with a
crawling.
threatening roller attack. Watch out, or you'll be minced into fish paste.
I actually
There
like that
are
we're getting like
other seasoned
harder,
salmonids.
like
The
salty
thick-cut,
salmonids.
salty tongue launches a massive beam. The big stack stinger targets
I know
you
there are
with
kind of
3
varieties
lasers.
of already existing enemies. So that's fine. Like,
There
look how
are even
big that
more.
fucker is.
Each one represents the pinnacle of salmonid evolution. That being said, upon closer examination, they seem to be covered in salt. So maybe the saltier the salmonid, the stronger they are? We'll keep researching that.
Interesting.
Phew! After battling
Oh, you can see
salmonids,
Master Mega in
it'd
the
be nice to
background.
relax
Cute.
and just enjoy the ocean view. But we should probably gear up for the next treasure hunt. Weapons are essential for defeating salmonids. Use the ink in your tank to attack. If
The
you
way
run
the
out, just
special
dive
weapons
into
are
it for a
placed,
quick
you know, the
refill, like this.
splash it, makes me think of Astroneer, if you've ever played that game. Because it kind of, you can equip like a
There
little
are
solar
over
panel and
100
your
weapons
tethers
to choose from.
up on your shoulder.
Sometimes salmonids drop a weapon when they're defeated. You never know which one you'll
Big
get.
swig. I'm glad we're
If you
getting
need to swap
like a
out your
variety
gear,
of weapons.
just head to the hideout ship.
And I like how they're
And
kind of all scrapped
weapons
together.
have levels. The higher
nice
the
as
level,
well.
the greater a weapon's power. You might even find rare weapons with special powers. So experiment to
What's
find
nice
your
about all
favorite
this
one.
is it looks like there's a lot to this game. That I know some people were worried that there's not going to be
Okay,
much
well,
here.
that ought to be enough for a regular
giving us
treasure
all
hunt.
this
Let's be real.
does make it
Salmonids
look
are
like there's more here
serious
than we
trouble,
thought.
no matter how you slice it. That's where these come in handy. They're tools developed specifically for dealing with salmonids.
Called them specials earlier.
Called
Gadgets is
gadgets.
the correct name.
Gadgets are powerful devices that can help you fight salmonids. And you can equip 2 of them at the same time. As you can see, they attach to your selected tank. Oh, right! There are 3 types of tanks. The speed tank, power tank, and tactical tank.
Okay, that's the next
The gadgets
Splatfest.
you can use depend on the tank.
That's
So let's
interesting.
introduce some of them
So
based
that's where
on
they're
tank
deciding
type.
to get that from.
First, speed tank gadgets. Blast boot. Leap forward at high speed and attack with a stomp.
So it's like a mini splashdown.
This can also be used for a hasty escape. Dash bomb. Launch forward using the explosion from a bomb. You can also move in other directions. Booyarang. Throw it to strike enemies. It'll stay airborne for a bit, then return to you.
Man, I love this series.
Booyah! Next, power tank gadgets. Splash it. Perform a quick slash in a wide sweeping arc. Even tough shields don't stand a chance.
So yeah, so far we'd only seen the power gadgets.
Splatolites.
That's interesting.
Attack enemies with discs that orbit around you. They also coat the ground with ink. Pretty useful, huh? Spin wheel. It swirls and sprays ink while moving, repelling salmonids that come into contact with it. The gadget can also lock on to boss salmonids. Finally, tactical tank gadgets. Shot pot. Once it's
Okay, we
set,
had seen this
it'll
one.
automatically attack enemies. Don't let your prey get away. Bombloons. Link them together, then fire at them for
It's
an
like bubbles.
explosion.
Yeah, it's bubbles.
Chain as many as you can for a bigger blast. Tether whale. Once
Ooh.
placed, it connects to your tank with a powerful laser. Any salmonids that come into contact with the
fun
laser will
idea.
take damage.
I like that. That's interesting.
There are other handy gadgets too. Whenever you use one though, a cooldown begins, so you'll need to wait until you can use it again. Keep that in mind. After all, the first step to becoming an expert gadget user is knowing when to use them. And the true value of gadgets
Customization.
lies in customization.
Yeah, they're
You'll
really
need gadget
leaning
parts
heavily
for
into this
that.
mechanic, which I do like.
Take this booyarang we introduced earlier, for example. It's got delivery
It's made
damage
out
up,
of a
horizontal
dually.
area up,
Yeah, the
stop
bottom of it's a
duration up,
dually. That's cute.
multi-rang, mega power egg collection, and a variety of other parts that you can equip. You'll need gadget part slots to equip these. As long as there are enough slots, you can add as many different parts as you want. We present to you a customized booyarang. Even at a glance, you can tell it's had some serious
Yeah.
upgrades. Next, let's try combining parts for the shot pot.
Oh my god, is that a
Fire rate up.
an angle
Then
shooter?
range
Are
up.
they trying to make the angle
An
shooter
extra shot
good?
pot and ooh, how about knockback gas to keep salmonids at bay?
Nobody likes the angle
Yeah.
shooter.
This is great. You can also
this
get
looks like a lot of
gadget
fun.
parts from defeating salmonids. You might even find ones with super high performance. So
Giant
change up
spring
your
guy.
gadgets with different
Oh,
parts
God.
and experiment to find your favorite combo.
This looks great. Everything about this, I'm gonna like. Hey, that's that thing. The top.
Okay,
Left one.
now that we're all kitted out, let's pick the destination of our next treasure hunt. Every location has more than a few peculiarities. For example, there are locations where you'll need to collect lots of power eggs and mine for treasures in a wide open area. There are also dens swarming with salmonids.
The maze run.
Strange facilities that lock you into using specific gadgets.
Because one of the questions had been like, are there going to be stages with different
where you'll
objectives?
Get deeper and deeper underground.
Where it's like, oh, on ones you have to mine things, on others you have to get so many eggs. And it does kind of look like there's going to be something like that.
Oh dear. Pretty sure we're done for. Yep. That didn't turn out the way we were hoping.
Yep, that seems about right. I don't know, Salmon Run can get very overwhelming.
So the Salmonids bested
So I
you,
do
huh?
wonder how difficult this game's going to be. Because normal Splatoon isn't that hard. It's got its hard levels. Oh my gosh,
the mechanic
does it
can
have
get
its hard
stronger
levels.
in different ways.
But
even if your
the
raid
overall
didn't go as
game's not too
planned,
hard.
you get to keep any experience points, as well as weapons, items, and so on. By gaining experience, you'll level up and become stronger. So get back out there and show those sinister Salmonids who's boss. And with the spoils from your treasure hunt, you can add different facilities to the hideout ship. For instance, the Mechanic's Shack. You can upgrade your tank and increase stats like damage and HP. Looks like tanks also get stronger the more you use them. Keep at it, and you'll be able to equip tanks with 3 gadgets.
Oh.
There's plenty of potential left in these tanks. Plus, in the Gadget Workshop, Shiver can help you craft new gadgets. And in the Weapon Stash, Fry can assist with upgrading weapons or turning them into materials. There's more you can do, so build facilities and use them to hone your treasure hunting talents. Oh, and as for Big Man,
The scrolls are
he can catalog all sorts
interesting
of
as
info
well.
from treasure hunts.
That bringing back because the scrolls were kind of in free.
Why not stop by and check
but
it
it was
out
different.
between raids?
Huh. I think we had known the scrolls were
Let's
back
go
though.
over some other features that'll make treasure hunting even more enjoyable. First, your outfits.
Customization
While
has
trekking
always been
across the
important in
islands,
Splatoon.
you can obtain outfits
So
with all
that's
sorts of
nice.
designs. Looking stylish is essential, no
Because
matter where
Splatoon's one
you
of the
are.
only games where, hey, customization in a
If you
multiplayer
tap
game
amiibo
that you
figures
don't
from the
have to pay
Splatoon
money
series,
for?
you can get
Holy
an outfit
shit.
with a unique design. And by tapping the new Splatoon
amiibos.
Raiders amiibo figures, it seems you can unlock an outfit
Oh, look at
inspired by
that.
each character.
Oh, they're all great.
Next, difficulty options. You can change the difficulty at any time.
That's the first time one of these is doing that. That's cool.
The only difference is how strong the Salmonids are. The loot you get
I'm,
doesn't change, so choose
I
the
don't know.
difficulty
I'm
that's right
experienced
for you.
enough where I could probably do survivalist, but
Now, about
I like a
multiplayer.
standard difficulty.
Splatoon Raiders is a single-player
This is our
focused
first time seeing
adventure,
multiplayer.
But up to 4 players can journey together via local wireless or online play.
It's because it's based on Salmon
Team
Run,
up with friends,
so it
or
makes
create
sense
a
to have
room with an
multiplayer.
optional password, and you can go treasure hunting as a group. Gotta say, it's nice to have some backup when facing swarms of Salmonids.
Oh, you actually hit it in the stomach this time.
Speaking
Ooh.
of which, there's the help feature. When playing solo, you can call for help, like this. Someone online can come and help you for a little while.
Oh, is it like, I've never played Dark Souls, but is that like the Dark Souls thing?
But once you finish
where you
a
can
raid
get help
after
from
using
somebody?
Call for help, you can't use it again for a bit. So you
Huh,
might want to
interesting.
save it for really tricky moments. You can also answer someone else's help request.
I like that.
If you do, you can receive some nifty in-game
I'd
rewards.
worry about going into somebody else's world and fucking everything up.
So work together to emerge victorious.
Once you get strong enough, it probably doesn't matter, but still.
Finally, let's talk a little about some special treasures hidden across the Spiralite Islands. While you're adventuring, you might find treasures like these. They're called
Tuning forks?
salmonid relics.
Just a normal fork.
Huh, wonder what that strange power is. Whoa, that's a whole lot of moolah. Many relics like these are scattered across the Spiralite Islands. Doesn't look like these three are going anywhere until they're swimming in treasure.
I wonder if you can, like, display them.
Looks like our time's almost up. Let's wrap things up here.
Gonna show us a boss, maybe? That's fine.
Goodness, there are still so many unknown areas across the Spiralite Islands. And it seems that among them,
Squid
there are
Jump?
places that appear almost bottomless.
Yeah, hey, Lizzie, how you doing?
Wonder what's beyond that thick cloud of
Oh my
fog.
gosh.
We hope you'll discover that for yourself. After all, that treasure's not gonna hunt itself. And with that, Squid Research Lab out.
Everything there looked so good. You know, I went into this being like, I don't know if they're actually going to show much. They actually showed a bunch. They had explained some things that we had questions about for sure, which I was kind of expecting regardless. But no, they actually explained a fair bit. That was great. I think this game looks fantastic. Genuinely, I'm very excited for this. Like, I've already been excited, but the devil's in the details. And all the little things they just showed there were so important. I really liked that. I thought that looked very good. The different tanks, different weapons. You know, they're playing around with the specials and the subs and whatnot. But they're doing interesting things with those specials and subs. Overall, yeah, no, that was really good. It was all just a bunch of little glimpses. It helps that, you know, I've played the previous 3 games. I know what I'm doing. If you've never played a Splatoon game, I do highly recommend them. They're all really good. 3 is a great place to start if you've never played one, but this will also probably be a good place if, you know, you bought a Switch 2 but never owned a Switch for some reason. If you're one of those weird people. And even if not, you know, still a thing. No, I don't want that. Other things, because, you know, I've been listening to Kind of Funny talk about Splatoon Raiders. They've talked about it like 2 or 3 times. And none of the Kind of Funny guys are Splatoon fans. You know, Tim played a little bit of 1 and 2, didn't really get into them. Blessing played some of the multiplayer of, I think, 1 and 2. Also didn't really get into them. The only one who really likes the series is Andy. But I really, just listening to them talk about it, I definitely feel like, given the chance, they'd actually get really into it. Like, they're very much like Mario games. They do their other shit as well. But that's what I imagine, like Super Mario 3D Land or 3D World. If you want something like that, Splatoon Raiders is a great game to play. Like, if you're craving a Mario itch right now, waiting for the next 3D Mario, go give Splatoon a try. I think they do a really good job at scratching that itch. I kind of want to play the original again. I've been thinking about busting out the Wii U just to play the original single player, because it's been so long. But yeah, these games are great. They're so much fun. It's become one of Nintendo's big 4 for a reason. Also, are those ketchup and mustard bottles? That is adorable. It's weird that we've got like our makeshift dualies, and yet the spinner uses an actual dualie husk. Whatever. I'm very excited for this game. It comes out in like 3 weeks. But yeah. So that's it for today. I gotta go to work. So I'll be doing that now. I'll be heading out. We will not be back tomorrow. I know in the past I've done birthday streams. Tomorrow is my birthday. I I don't have anything planned today or tomorrow, and I'm making a cake today because I'm at that age where you want a cake, you gotta make it yourself or just buy it. And I have a plan. I have a plan. I'll remember to take a picture if I think about it. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday, Saturday. Talk about this some more. Talk about we'll talk about Splatoon Raiders. We'll talk about I think I'll see the new Minions movie at some point. Hey Jaslyn, how you doing? I'm actually just ending off as we're talking. So hey, come on back later. We'll be back later this week with some I think we're still playing Spectre of Torment. So we'll be back later in the week with Spectre of Torment and everything else. But yeah, I was really impressed with this direct. I'll watch this Treehouse stuff later. I'm not. It's the Treehouse is fine. The Treehouse is fine. It answers some of our questions. And yeah, with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Till next time, peace.